welcome to another day at Ewetopia Farms. You would wish that there was smell-o-vision today because the lilacs are out and everything, instead of smelling like manure or a farm, it smells like lilac. So it's really, really nice out here. Anyway, off to do chores. Come on with us. So as you can see, everything just in a few days has started to bloom. This tree, probably I'm guessing tomorrow, will be in full flower. And all the lilacs are just starting to come out. So, and our apple tree over there, it's out now too. So the bees and the birds are getting their food. And everything smells nice and everything looks nice. Before I head into the barn to do the chores in there and check on the little guy, I see the rams are out in the pasture here. So I thought we'd say hello to them first. Hi, buddies. Hi, you guys. You busy? They're very intent on eating right now. No, that's not a real bird. Arnie's just gone to the fields to spread another load of fertilizer, this time for the cornfield. And I believe he's going to be planting corn today. The part on the disc didn't come in today, so he's not going to be able to disc. But he was able to work up some fields yesterday, enough to keep him busy in the meantime and get some corn in. So we'll have a look at that today. How you doing this morning? Are you a little hungry? Okay, good movement there. Good job, buddy. The little guy looks quite a lot better today. And see, he does bunt at his mom, so he may be nursing when I'm not around. Who knows, eh? Arnie has to kind of hand bring hay over to this pen where all these little straggler lambs are. And I thought, why not just move them to the back pen now that there's no one back there? So right now I'm going to round them all up and move them to the back of the barn so they can eat off the same bale as the rams we have back there. And there's windows that open up back there as well. They might prefer that. Something new. I know they always like changes, so. And that was an easy transition. They got some windows to look out of. A hay bale that rolls right out. And what I'm going to do in this empty pen, I'm going to let the little guy and his mom out here to have the whole pen for now. And so I tagged him today. And, oh, not that way, honey. This way. Come on. Come on this way. So I tagged him. And mom is not trimmed or anything yet, but I can easily catch him and lure him back into this pen so that Arnie can trim her when he's got time. But for now, I figured he wants some more of a bottle, I can see, so I'll go get him another bottle. But now he can run around, not get trampled by the other moms. This mom has an automatic waterer. She has a big trough to eat hay, and for now they can stay in this big pen and he can get some exercise. So this way I don't have to fill her water pail up, and Arnie doesn't have to fork out hay, and hopefully this guy will get in better shape. Did you want some more milk? Did you want some? Come on then. Come on. Did you want some more milk? Good boy. Oh, you're a mess. So even if I can straighten his legs a little bit, you did see how buckled up he is. I don't know what on earth happened. It's just a birth defect. It happens. He's mobile. That's the main thing. He's drinking and doing fine. But he will never be a normal lamb, that's for sure. I'm guessing he may, if they take him, may end up at the Misfits farm again. But he got his tags today, so he has his identification. And we're doing the best we can by the little guy. Mom will like the freedom in here too. Nobody wants to be confined in a jug for long. The whole point of the jugs is to have them as a bonding place where you can monitor the interactions between the moms and the lambs and make sure everything's going well. And it should only take a few days. So this works out well. It's at the end of the year and we have a big free pen for them right now. And these are the February lambs heading out to pasture. A little new routine today. I lifted that 200-pound gate that's way too heavy and blocked the opening to this pasture. We've locked the fall ewe lambs in for the morning anyway, because they're doing what we said sheep will do. The fall lambs are eating at the front of the field and they're not going to the back, and the back is starting to grow in. So we're gonna try this morning with these adult ewes, because for them the grass isn't super long and it's a smaller pasture, because they also are not going back to the back of this field. And I showed you yesterday how they've started to hit dirt in this field. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna try lure them through this gate here into that other paddock to see if they'll go up by the road and eat there, because there's a lot of really nice lush grass before it gets too long. So we'll try this. Okay, almost got trampled, but we got them veered the other way. So we'll see how far I can get these guys to go back into the field. Okay, now we'll head over there and see what we do over here. Okay, we got them a little farther. I'm afraid of them deking back and running back down the alleyway, so I don't want to push them too hard yet. But they gotta stay away from this opening. It's getting overgrazed. Otherwise, they will be kept inside. Here, Max! The fire group's heading on. That's the way we want them to go. Turn around, you guys! Turn around! Turn around! Shh! Go on, that way! Stay here, Max! This is where having a trained dog or dogs would be handy, because I am not a border collie. And if you can see here, I don't know if it's evident on a camera, but they've chewed this front I'd say quarter right down to the bare minimal now, where it's at the danger zone. But we got foot tall grass in the back sections, so they've got to stay back there. And this group is in the longer grass right now. So this flock is split up into two groups. This group here going to the front of the field, and this group here going to the back corner. I see the white ewe that was limping in here is not limping anymore. So she did have something just trapped between her toes. But you always have to check just in case. This is a ewe. All the rest are in a cluster away. This ewe is about 50 feet away from the group. And she's standing there by Max as if to say, "You're not intimidating me. I'll eat here if I want to eat here." Well, they're almost up by the road now, and trying to keep things easy, that was not a good idea. I can't sit here with untrained dogs to try to get them to go there. I'm exhausted now, so I'm going to leave him. So this procedure would have been a lot easier if he had the electric fence up. But he's always too busy to do the electric fence. So, and now, actually, the soil, because of the no rain and us having heavy clay, it's like concrete. So you can't move electric in this anyway, because you can't get the little posts through it. But this is the problems we have with grazing. We want to let them out because we feel it's a nice thing, but they inevitably destroy the fields. And they do not want to go to the far reaches of the pasture for some reason. This isn't a huge paddock, this area. And they are quite back there now, but they're still staying easily 30, 40, 50 feet off the fence line instead of going right up to the fence line. And I don't know why they're doing that. And they're gonna worm their way back here to where it's grazed down, and they're gonna graze it some more. So that's gonna make Arnie mad. And these guys are gonna end up getting locked in the barn and fed hay if they don't start going to the back of the field. That's my point. I just went into their barn to do their salt mineral and their drinkers. That would have taken me 10 minutes. In that time, the whole group, there's the whole field, tons of beautiful, unspoilt, untrodden on grass, not contaminated with manure or parasites or anything yet. And every single one of them is in that first quarter where it's been grazed down by the white sheep. We thought that this group would go farther afield, and they didn't. So when people feel like the farms that have their sheep in confinement year-round are being cruel, they actually are not. We find putting them out to pasture is even more cruel in some ways, because they are going to get parasites doing this kind of behavior. Eating that chopped down stuff is where the parasites are. So unless you can get them into a strip and move them every couple of days, they're going to get parasites. And you have to be able to move the electric fence every few days. So if you have heavy clay and it's the summer, good luck on trying to move it, because it doesn't move. And yeah, so it's going to make the sheep sick, and it will destroy the pastures. They will eat the grass down to nothing, and weeds will set in. So I imagine when these guys come in, I'm just gonna lock them back where they are and let the white ones out, because at least there are fewer white ones on the field, so they'll do less damage than this group of 200 in that little area. So yeah, if they're on confinement, well, for instance, when we put them out on a pasture like this, we have had in this one pasture alone 100 first cut bales. 100 first cut bales will last our entire farm, 4 barns, at 4 bales a day. Well, that is 4 into 100, 25, almost a month's worth of feed right there for every single sheep on the farm, not just one group. But on that same pasture, if you graze it, they will scatter graze it. They will graze certain parts down to dirt. They will leave other parts that get tramped over, which means you have to go with a bush hog to cut it down, because once it gets too long and is tramped over, it doesn't regrow. So you want to always get regrowth. So, the people who are feeding indoors, they can feed them the correct diet year-round. They won't get parasites, they won't get foot problems, they won't have pasture problems. They can, if they want, they can switch those hay fields to crops, because you'll get more feed out of a field that you bale up as hay than you will grazing it. So it's not as profitable to graze either, as far as we're concerned. And it's frustrating. Like, we so desperately want them out there, but they will not. Never. Even when we have the electric out, they still graze the front portion to nothing and won't touch the back portion. And like I say, then you try to move them over and you can't wrench the the rods, because each bit of electric fence is on rods, so you can't wrench it over because you can't get them through the soil. It'd be different if you had sandy loam or something. But yeah, not a good scenario. I was really hopeful. I thought these adult ewes, they would be smarter, and the grass is a perfect length for eating back there. They can see everything. There's no predators. But no way. They're in the front. They're gonna graze it down even more. Sad. We tried. And when they get parasites, it's not that you just have to give them a dewormer. Like, a dewormer is a chemical. So you have to put poison into them, for one thing. And it's expensive and it's time consuming, and sheep die. If they get parasites, a lot of them will die. And you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? I think you might be better off feeding indoors and having dry lots. Like, so that they could walk around outside, but there was like no grazing to be done. But there was exercise, fresh air, and they could walk around. I'm thinking that might be a better solution. I don't know what other people think. And with the ewe lambs, we've blocked off this pasture, and we've opened up a laneway so that they can come around here and into this paddock. This is where the adult rams will come eventually. But right now, these guys can come in here. So we've got a few that have discovered the pen, and they're out there. This is all fresh pasture from this year. And we have a few more here that are making their way out. Hi, you guys. Right now I'm in the barn with my 2 little misfits. This is the one with the overshot jaw, who is just absolutely adorable. And she's a Such a friendly little squish muffin. Hi, sweetheart. This is Big Betty's lamb that is absolutely staying. Hi. We don't care because you're beautiful in your own way. And then this one. She's just one that didn't grow as fast as the others and is not perfect, but these two follow me around everywhere in this barn. And it's hard to ignore these guys. But this one in particular, this is Big Betty's lamb. She's adorable. You are. And she's adorable with everybody that comes too. Like some sheep, they're adorable with you, and then when people come, they're kind of shy and don't want to go near them. But this girl, she goes and sees anybody. I haven't named her yet. She's got to have an L name. You're lovely. Yes. Well, maybe Lovely's her name. I don't know. But she's just so special. You are. How can you not love that face? How can you not? You're lovely. Yes, you are. And so as a reputable breeder, I can't sell her because of that overshot jaw. So the only way she could go to someone else's home is if it was a pet home. And I'd have to be very convinced that it was going to be a good pet home. I don't know if you guys remember Kit, Kat, and Caboodle. Well, Kit was a really tiny little Suffolk ewe lamb, but she was the most adorable thing. And I thought I'd be keeping her, but she finally went to a pet home, and they sent me an update on them a little while ago. They bought, I think they bought 3 Suffolks and 2 white ones. They didn't want the 2 white ones, but they were convinced. And anyway, they went home in the back of a car, and the people had like this little luxury barn made up for them. And they sent me a picture. I'll try find it. The lambs are doing great. They're all super pets. They don't want to ever breed them. They just want them as companion animals for their kids and for themselves, and to graze down the paddocks and stuff. So they've got like Kit has an extremely nice home. So most of the ewe lambs figured out how to get out of this field and have come back to the barn for a drink. But I have a group, it looks like a group of Suffolks, who are a little on the intelligent side. And whereas everybody went out through this 20-foot gate, these guys have wedged themselves behind the gate and can't for the life of them figure out how the others got over there and back to the barn. You guys, this is how Suffolks get a bad reputation. Back off, come on. You have to back out to get in. No, now turn around and go back the other way. Oh my goodness. You ever have one of those days where nothing seems to go right? You guys, let's see if you can go back through the gate. Come on. Right into the gate again. Honestly, this could take hours if somebody doesn't figure out. Oh, there we go. Now, if the others pay attention, but you see if they're not paying attention, They cannot figure it out. Try again, you girls. Try again. Not that way. Not that way. Oh my God. Like, this is just mental. You can't be that dumb. I think this morning I might have walked 100 miles chasing sheep. Here come some white ones to show them the way. Or maybe the white ones are gonna go in and get trapped too. Come on, you guys. Turn around. No, now you two. There, you see? She got it because she was watching where the other ones went. But if they take their eyes away from what the others are doing, then they panic. And when you panic, you can't figure things out. Humans too. You gotta be calm. Like me right now. It gives Suffolk a bad reputation, you guys. There's my crew that likes the shady spot up front. They like to lie there a lot. Okay. You Suffolks have to talk to the Dorsets and learn how to solve problems. There's Lynn again. She's still here. She always stands out because she seems to want to be in the camera. And where's Lily? Oh, here she is. Hi, sweetheart. There you are. We put a stripe on their backs. So here's his afternoon feeding. We'll see how he's doing. What do you think about the new pen, buddy? What do you think about the new pen? Are you hungry? Hi. Hi. Oh my goodness. Like a little arachnid when he's walking. Oh, you're a funny boy. Oh, Mom. Doesn't put much weight on that back foot either. I can't see any sign of it being broken or anything. That's Tommy. Hi, Tom. Do you have friends in here? There, that's how you guys make friends. Tommy's kind of lonely without Buddy. Hi, Tommy. Isn't it funny how the cats just love the sheep? Like they all do. And the sheep likewise love the cats. And the little guy's wagging his tail at him too. I can't touch Tom. Tommy. That's kind of silly. That's a lot of friends in there today, isn't it, buddy? Yeah. The whole time I'm back there looking at the sheep and the cat, I see this guy laid out flat. What have I told you guys about laying out flat? Kind of makes me nervous. Why are you doing that, buddy? Do I have to go in there? Why are you laying flat out? Did someone hit you, or are you okay? Why are you doing that? You're kind of making me a little nervous. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you just really, really chill? Okay, I'm going to push you up now because I don't like to see you laying flat out. Come on. Sorry, but it's just not a position I like to see you in. My goodness, you guys. Why would you be lying like that? Is it your duty to make me nervous? Oh, silly sheep. That's funny, these two are laying together. That's Sheriff and Klondike, father and son. Making a little heart shape there. Oh my goodness, you guys. Well, we didn't get out to the fields today. Arnie has been working out there, but he's cultivating and he spread some fertilizer for the corn. But he needed some fertilizer to add in with the corn as he was planting, and that didn't arrive yet today. So I guess corn planting is going to be tomorrow's job. I worked on the garden back here this afternoon. Got a lot of the weeding done. And it's time to go in and make dinner. So now that we know everyone's safe in the barn, I hope you enjoyed yourself at Ewetopia Farms today. If you did, please give us a like and subscribe. And hey, tell your friends about us as well. And in the meantime, if you could join us again tomorrow, we would very much welcome you. So until then, bye for now.